I'm going to real quick put this video together so that you have a better idea of how Tuesday's going to look. So this is week 22 and our science setup. This is station 1, hardness and streak test. Okay, at this station you're going to have 6 minerals set up, and we're going to test for the hardness of each mineral. Now the scale that we're going to use is called the Mohs scale, or MOHS scale, hardness scale. And that was just created with the 10 most common minerals, 1 being the softest, which is talc, and 10 is diamond, which is the hardest. And so what we're going to do is we're going to try to find the hardness of each mineral depending on how the mineral reacts to the tool that we're using. Okay, it's real simple. I'm only going to do one just to show you, but I'm going to go ahead and pick hematite to go ahead and demonstrate for you. So what you're going to do, and you can let all the kids do this too, is you're going to take your mineral and you're going to press really hard to make a scratch. So that scratched the glass plate, and then you're going to look at your chart and it gives you the hardness, which is 5.5 if it scratches the glass plate. Now if you have a mineral that doesn't scratch the glass plate, then that means that your mineral is softer than the glass, okay? Next thing we're going to use is a nail, a penny, and your fingernail. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to try to scratch the mineral with each tool. So your fingernail, your nail, and your penny. And it'll show you on the chart. Again, if it scratches it, then that is, if the tool scratches your mineral, then your mineral is softer. If your mineral scratches the tool, then your mineral is harder. Does that make sense? So then you'll flip over and then you'll try to scratch the penny with your mineral and then figure out the hardness of that. I hope that makes sense. The next streak test is going to be, you have 2 ceramic plates, 1 white and 1 black. And I'll try to clean these off as we go because they have scratches on them. But same thing, you're just going to do a streak on both plates. And basically this is just showing what the mineral is at powder form. Most of the time it's going to be the color of the mineral, but sometimes you'll be surprised and it'll be a different color. And so that's just kind of fun to show the kids. Station 2, we're going to be testing for unusual properties, which is the reaction to acid, and the magnetism, and the smells, okay? Some of these aren't going to smell really well, just FYI, it's going to kind of smell like rotten eggs, and that is going to show you if sulfur is in the mineral. Just earlier we put the drops of vinegar on each mineral, and if it reacts to the vinegar, then it's going to be like, it's going to kind of be bubbly a little bit. The chart says that the calcite is supposed to react. We put the vinegar on there and I haven't really seen a big reaction, so it may not be super obvious, but you're also going to have these little lenses to kind of look really closely, and if you see bubbles, then that's a reaction. Also, once you put the vinegar on each one, you can smell and see if it smells like rotten eggs. Another fun thing that you can do, if time allows, is you can put the water on there, and what the water does is it just really enhances the mineral, and then that's just like a fun thing to do to let the kids look at the mineral. Because it just makes it look way prettier whenever it's wet. Okay, station 3. This is going to be where we talk about where the mineral is mined and where we can find it across the world. I'll have these 2 kits set out, and I'll have these 2 sheets, and it lists every single mineral, and it lists where you can find it. And so I have the map up right here, and that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a map for this station so that you guys can talk about where's the mineral mined. For example, an amethyst is found in Brazil. I mean, it has it all listed, and the cool thing about this chart, is it's going to tell you what the hardness is of every single one of them, what the streak should look like. So with it being your 3rd station, it's kind of like you can go back and check all of your answers and see if yours was lines up with this. So that's it. It's super simple. I'll be there and I'll have it all set up. And if you have any questions, just let me know before Tuesday. Thanks.